Hey, I'm Sean Johnson with Global Top 20 training firm 2Logical, and today I'm going to peel back the curtain for you to show you the how and why of motivational intelligence coaching, so you can begin to leverage these principles to advance as a leader and help your managers to do the same. To get started, I want to share with you a simple model. Now, this model has been taught in 97 countries around the world, and it's been embraced by about 40% of the Fortune 500. Companies like Pfizer, Citi, Bank of America, GE, Baker Hughes, these companies have paid 2Logical millions of dollars to embed what this model represents inside their organizations. We call this the success model. Now, as leaders, what we all want for ourselves and those we lead is success, right? But what really defines success? When we're talking about success, what we're really talking about is results, right? Higher engagement scores, better retention, better performance metrics, more revenue growth, or whatever results are important to you in your role at your organization. And the reality is, great leaders that get results all have something in common, something that makes them more forward-thinking, more talented, more capable than their peers. And that is this. Either consciously or unconsciously, they operate at an entirely different level than most leaders operate. And that's really what enables themselves and those they lead to consistently succeed. So, what is that level? Well, when we're trying to boost results, what most leaders will do is they'll operate here at the action level. And this makes sense, right? Because if our people take the right actions, they get the right results. If they take the wrong actions, they get the wrong results. They do a mishmash of actions. Sometimes they do it right. Sometimes they do it wrong. They get, unfortunately, mediocre results. It's a law of cause and effect. And this is really why most leaders default to telling people what to do and how to do it. And right here at this action level is where a good 85% of development takes place, right? So this is where skill-based training takes place, where best practices are established and refined. Process training takes place, product knowledge is established. Very much teaching people what to do and how to do it in their roles. And it's important, right? It's critical. But it's not this level alone that enables great leaders to build number one teams. Here's the difference. What great leaders intuitively understand is that people don't take action based on what we tell them to do, as much as that would be nice and probably make our lives a little bit easier. But they don't do something just because we tell them to. People take action not based on what we tell them to do, but based on what they believe. What they believe about themselves, what they believe about their self-efficacy, and thereby what they believe about their products, about their company, about their industry, about the world. And so they will not act on new ideas. They will not close skill gaps. They will not embrace new strategies or directions unless they first believe that they're capable and worthy of doing so. So what our people believe is the root of our engagement challenges, it's the root of our performance issues, and it's the root of most of our people problems. And so great leaders not only know this, but they optimize for it by getting people to believe in themselves, in each other, and thereby helping them shape the proper beliefs about their products, about their services, about their company, about their industry. And so the ability to optimize these beliefs is called motivational intelligence. And if you've ever seen a championship team in anything, in sports or in business, and you've wondered what makes them different, this is it. This is the secret to greatness. This is the weapon that great leaders use to outperform their competition. This level, motivational intelligence, is the difference between great teams and mediocre teams. It's the difference between great leaders and mediocre leaders. And so if you step back with me for a moment, it becomes clear that that action level is where management and coaching happen, right? Marshaling resources, sharpening skills, defining processes, refining best practices. And that belief level is where leadership and mentoring happen, building traits in our people like confidence, adaptability, resilience, initiative, courage. And so what this does is it literally establishes two levels that great leaders can consistently operate on and communicate from. And instead of spending 85% of their time at that action level, like most leaders do, what great leaders do is they spend 70 to 80% of their time at that belief level. Because they recognize that ultimately, that's really what drives results. And the best part about this is a learned ability. So whether your leaders are already doing great and you just want to help them to do better, or your leaders are dealing with challenges on their team that you'd like to help them solve, motivational intelligence can help them reach their next level as a leader. Now, if you'd like us to coach your managers on this, here's how it works. Each leader gets ongoing personalized leadership coaching that include one-on-one onboarding, a private leadership community, full access to our AI coaching platform, and unlimited live coaching calls. And the impact you're going to see from this program is truly profound, because Mojo leverages two of the most powerful sets of intellectual property in talent development history. It combines motivational intelligence with artificial intelligence. And we can guarantee this impact because each of these is backed by the leader in their respective field. So all the content and live sessions in Mojo are powered by a global top 20 training firm and the world leader in motivational intelligence training. And the core backend technology is powered by the creators of ChatGPT. So you're never going to be behind the technology curve again. Now, when we're coaching your managers, all the onboarding and program management is done for you. So you can be up and running in a single 20-minute Zoom call. All you have to do is simply choose the leaders you'd like for us to coach, set the minimum number of live sessions you'd like for them to attend, and use our copy-paste email template to introduce them to the program. Our team then follows up with your leaders, schedules one-on-one onboarding calls with each of them, and places them into live coaching sessions that are relevant and work with their schedule. We report back to you with engagement tracking and impact scores, so you never have to wonder if they're getting value out of Mojo. Now, if you'd like to learn more about motivational intelligence coaching with Mojo Leader, click the link below and fill out the brief survey to see if you qualify.
This, if you really lean into it, can be life-changing.
I found that he started participating in a more positive manner.
Just the empowerment of the conversations, how it just really motivates you. You don't come across people that impact you that way.
Our people's reaction when we introduced Mojo, it was very enlightening. We did it as a very motivational call for everybody, and people really opened up.
These conversations, it gave me something to look forward to.
I had people reaching out to me for other job positions in my field. And it's been recently that I look at it and I go, I don't really want to go anywhere. This company is showing me, hey, we're going to invest in you. We care about you being happy. We care about the things that you guys say. And that means a lot to me.
I don't think I've ever received as many people saying, that was so inspiring, really helped me. And that kind of took me by surprise. And it wasn't just one or two, there were several. So when you start receiving really unsolicited feedback, I probably got more positive feedback from it than most other things we've tried.
Just that it gave you this ability to think that anything's possible.
We work and live in a world that has become more virtual, more podcast centric. So I think this is a natural fit into where technology, where our working world is leading.
I believe if I was ever put in a position of leadership in our organization, I could hit the ground running. And if I had 68 people I was in charge of, I think it would be very easy for me to have 68 different conversations to match 68 different personalities. I don't think I would have been able to do that prior to Mojo.
This group was in the top 10 in pre-qualifications, where the people that attended have elevated their business. It was striking. And when I saw the numbers, I think I even told Joe, I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised because I knew that fuel would help them, propel them into results. And it did. Their production level and the different metrics that we measure was anywhere from 30 to 40% higher than people that weren't doing it.
One of my team members, a very high performer, he sent a text message to me, unprompted, showing me a screenshot of an excerpt from Arnold Schwarzenegger's most recent book. And his comment was, hey, check it out. Arnold is living Mojo.
I think that is a new wave that we need to ride on.
And I think that would be the summarization of Mojo. You're constantly looking for opportunities to make a positive impact on others. And if we do it long enough, cultures change.
If somebody approached me and said, hey, I heard you were part of Mojo and I'm thinking maybe it might be good for my team, I would tell them hands down, do not hesitate. It's that spring bounce you need to that next level in your professional career. So hands down, yeah, you got my vote.
I feel like that's made a lot of impact in my direct report's life because they're not afraid to talk to me. I feel like it just makes them happier, and it feels like the company's investing in them. When your company's investing in you, in your well-being, I think that makes a big amount of difference.
I'd say embrace it. It compounds, grows on itself. If you get just a little bit out of it, and then the next podcast, they get a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Well, if you continuously as an organization keep doing that, and everybody's doing that within the organization, that's when cultures change.
I'm really glad I met you.